Hi friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Civil with Sudhir and myself Sudhir Jirobe. Today in this video we are going to discuss about the strength of material previous year questions on bending moment and shear force. Already we have completed 4 class. If you want to watch that 4 videos, please click on the I button. I have given the playlist link. You can visit and you can watch all the videos, right? So before going to start this video, I would like to say please subscribe the our YouTube channel Civil with Sudhir to get more notifications from any department or any notification related to civil engineering, as well as from the KPSC, that is the Karnataka Public Service Commission, right? So and regarding about the different civil engineering jobs also, right? So please like and comment. If you have any type of suggestion in our YouTube channel, let me make the correction for that one. Okay, so let's begin today's first question. So these are our social media platforms, right? If you want to connect, please connect the here, because I am very active on Telegram channel. 1 minute. I am active on Telegram channel Civil with Sudhir. Okay, I'm very active on Telegram channel Civil with Sudhir, and in Facebook page we have KPSC Civil AEJ Study Point. You can join our Facebook page also, and this is our YouTube channel Civil with Sudhir. Okay, so in yesterday class we have completed up to how many questions? I think 25th questions, right 25th or 26th. Okay, 26 question we have completed. I hope, right? If not, okay, let me discuss this remaining first one question. Question number 26. I think I have completed only 25, so I will start from this one. In a cantilever beam subjected to a general loading, the maximum bending moment is at, right? So the maximum bending moment, always remember, this is a cantilever beam, right? And this is a span of cantilever, and this is UDL, uniformly distributed load, W unit per length, right? So, and this is the L, right? So what is the bending moment diagram now? It will come like this. Okay, it will come like this. So this is WL square by 2, that is negative L. Okay, so the maximum value is, that is at the fixed end. We can say this at here, it is a fixed end. So this is the answer for a first question, right? So let's discuss now next question. Okay, let me wait. I will take the pen color different so that you can easily identify with the ink color. I will take that color. Okay, now right. Question number 27. 1 minute. Pen is not connecting correctly. Okay, now question number 27. The maximum shear force in a simply supported beam of span L subjected to a central point load W is given by the following expression. Right? Let me draw the diagram so that we can understand easily. Sorry dears, I'm facing some problem in connection. Let me clear. Okay, now clear. 1 minute. This is simply supported beam, right? Simply supported beam at central, it is point load W, right? So here there are supports, these two supports, and what is the support moment? W by 2 and W by 2. And what is the bending moment and shear force diagram? Can we draw, right? So the shear force will come like this, right? So this is positive value, this is negative value, and this one is W by 2 positive, this is W by 2 negative. So this is shear force diagram. How the bending moment will occurs for this one? it will come like this. But they are asking about shear force only. We will concentrate on shear force only. So maximum shear force is where? Maximum shear force is equal to what? W by 2. So the answer for this question is W by 2 is the answer for this question. Okay, next question. Question number 28. So this is a sketch they have given. Simply supported and 30 kilonewton load at 1 meter from the left support and 2 meter we having another support, right, shown in the figure. Magnitude of vertical reaction at B they are asking, right? Magnitude of reaction at B they are asking. Let me draw this one more time so that we can solve very easily. Simply supported, this is the point load. Point load is 30 kilonewton. This is 30. This is 1 meter. This is 2 meter. Okay, right. Now summation at A. This is A point. This is B point. Okay, and this is the C point. Right. So summation or movement according to at A we can take that is 0. So the RB equals what? RB is equal to 30 into 1 divided by 3 equals how much? 10 kilonewton. Now summation at moment at B should be 0. Then what is the value of RA? RA equals to 30 into 2 divided by 3, that is equals to 20 kilonewton, right? 20 kilonewton. So the answer will be which one? 10 kilonewton, because the magnitude of vertical reaction at B they are asking. So this one they are asking. So that is a 10 kilonewton is the answer for this question, right? Have you understood? Right? Next question. Question number 29. So what is the question? The slope curve of shear force diagram. The slope curve of shear force diagram at any section will be equal to what? Will be equal to what? The slope of loading at the section, the ordinate of loading diagram at the center, the area of the loading diagram from the end of that section, or none of the above. Already we have discussed about this one, right? We can say that is the, right, have you remember this formula, right? So when you do this one, integration about from A to B, right? So what will happen? This one, this will become like this. Okay, W into dx. Then V is equal to what? Dm by dx. How it will come? End result, that is the dm is equal to A to B, V into dx. Okay, so the slope of shear force, slope of SFD, shear force diagram, that is dV by dx at a point where? At a point equals loading intensity equals loading intensity at where? At that point, right? So this is about this one. So the answer for this question, that is the ordinate of loading diagram at that section. The slope of curve of shear force diagram at any section will be the ordinate of loading diagram at this section. Okay, next question. Question number 30. For a design of simply supported beam under uniformly distributed load, for a design of simply supported beam under uniformly distributed load, this is simply supported beam, okay, and this is the UDL. 1 minute. Okay, right, and this is the length, and this is W, unit per length, right? Now how the diagram will appear? it will come like this, right? So it will come at the center, right? So this is WL by 2 and this one also WL by 2, right? Shear force diagram, maximum shear force is where? It is at the support. Shear force diagram. So maximum shear force at supports. Remember this point. Now bending moment diagram, how it will come? It will come like this. This is what the formula we can say, WL square by 8, right? WL square by 8, and the bending moment diagram is equal to maximum bending moment at center, right? You have 2 points you have to remember now. Now what is the question? For a design of simply supported beam under uniformly distributed load, check the section at the center of the bending moment as well as for the shear, right? Check the section at center of bending moment and at the support for shear. This one is correct. Okay, have understood? You have to remember these two diagrams. Next question, question number 31. Pick up the correct statement from the following. For a uniformly distributed load, the shear force varies linearly, right? So the shear force always what? It will shear force linearly. This one is correct. For uniformly distributed load, the bending moment curve is parabola. This is correct, right? You have already seen. For a varying linearly, the shear force curve is parabola, right? The shear force curve is parabola. So the all options are correct for this one. Let me take some points so that I can tell you. Those are very important for you. For example, condition is loading. If they given condition is loading, this is shear force and bending moment. For example, if they given first one point load, if they given point load, please you have to remember all this one. Okay, all points you have to remember this one, and this tabular column you have to remember. This is a point load and this is shear force. Okay, right. So the first point is point load and shear force is what? Constant. Shear force is constant and the bending moment is linear. Always you have to remember these points and take this one and written in your short notes. If it is constant or UDL, if it is UDL, right? So that should be linear. Shear force is linear, bending moment is parabola. Bending moment is parabola. Third one, if it is linear what? UVL. This is UDL, right? Uniformly varying load. That the shear force is parabola and the bending moment is cubic parabola. So these 3 points you have to remember. These are very, very important. Okay, so the answer for this question is all options are correct. Next one, question number 32. A lever is supported on 2 hinges at A here and C. It carries a force of 3 kN as shown in the figure below, right? You can see the bending moment at B. They are asking the bending moment at this point. Okay, let me draw and let me calculate this one. See how we can take the answer for this one. Listen carefully because this type of problems are very helpful for all of you. Okay, let me draw the diagram. Okay, so the diagram is, it will looks like this. Here it is an hinge, right, and it will come like this, right, and this is one point and the load acting is here 3 kilonewton. And what is the distance for this one? 3 kilonewton and this is 1 meter. This is this distance, and this one is 1 meter, here to here, here to here, 1 meter. And at B point, this is B point, this is B point, this is 1 meter. This one also 1 meter, and this is also 1 meter. From past few days, my all subscriber as well as my students are telling, sir, please solve problems. So on your demand, I am following the more problems, right? Now they are asking about the calculate the bending moment at B point, and this is a point, this is B point, right? And this is a C point. First of all, understand, right? So I will draw 1 minute. I will draw here this one. This is 3 kilonewton, right? This is 3 kilonewton, but here also it will make a couple, right? It will make a couple of 3 kilonewton at the opposite side also. We can say this one. It will come like this in 3 kilonewton. Okay. And when the diagram will, how the diagram will appear? This is the first diagram. After that, we can convert it to like this. This is A point, and this one we can say that is an what, 3 kilonewton movement, and this is B point, right? And this is C point, that is the what, C point. What is the RA? What is RA? How we have to calculate RA? That is a 1 kilonewton. RA is 1 kilonewton and RC is equal to 1 kilonewton. Simple step. Now I will draw the diagram for this one. The diagram will come like this, right? Rectangular, because there is, we have to convert this point. Okay, we have to convert this one. We have converted here, right? And next step it will come like this. First step we have to go here and here. Next step here, bending moment. Now we have converted it to movement, that is a negative value, and here this is 1 kilonewton, 1 kilonewton. Okay, and next, how the bending moment diagram will come? It will come like this. Okay, 1 minute. Yes, here, not here. It will come above the line only, right? So this is at this point 1 kilonewton meter, right? And here it is 2 kilonewton meter, right? This is negative value, this is positive value, and here it is 1 kilonewton meter. Okay, so this is about the at the C point. Now what they are told, calculate bending moment at the B point. Can you say what is the answer for this question? That is, we can say 1 kilonewton is the answer for the moment at this point. We already calculated. Okay, you can see, right? Next question. Question number 33. A horizontal beam carrying uniformly distributed load is supported with equal overhang is shown in the figure below. The resultant bending moment at the mid span shall be 0 if A by B is. To understand this one, first of all, again we have to draw the diagram, then only we can understand what actual they are telling, right? So they have given this one, right? Simply supported with overhanging beam on both the side. Let me draw the diagram so that we can understand easily. This one. Okay, 1 minute. One minute. Okay, this is one span, this is a overhanging beam. Okay, now, so the UDL simply supported with both side having UDL, right? And this is the A point, distance A, and this is B distance. Okay, and this one is what, C distance. In the problem, sorry, this is A again, right? So now what they have given, first of all we have to draw the bending moment diagram. Let me draw the bending moment diagram. so that you can understand easily. Then only you can understand very easily. Okay, I will take these points like this. Sorry, 1 minute. Okay, now I will draw one line here like this. Okay, now first at the shear force at this point A is what? It is 0. At B point, how much is one? That is this is W, right? Now W into A, it will come in negative value. Okay, it will come in negative value. This is B point, this is A point, this is B point, and this is C point. Okay, at the center also, center it will come C point, and this is D point and E point, right? So center also you have to identify this one, center. Now this one is right, and next point it will come like this. Okay, so what is the value of this one? W into B by 2, and this one also WB by 2. Okay, so next is W into A, 1 minute, W into A, here also W into A, here this one is 0, right? So this is a shear force diagram, positive, negative, positive. This is what? SFD, we call it as this one, SFD. Now can we draw the what? Bending moment diagram. Is it possible? I will draw here. Okay, I think here not possible to draw the bending moment, but okay, I will try. Here at this point it will come like this. Okay, right? Are you getting the point? Why it is coming like this? Here and here the bending moments are 0, and what is the value of this one? WA square by 2, right? And here also WA square by 2, right? So at the middle point it is 0, so this is BMD diagram, bending moment diagram. Now at OO, means at now at this one, MC minus MA is equal to area under where? SFD, area under SFD between A and C, right? Area under SFD between A and C. What is that one? That is 0 minus 0. Area under SFD between A and C. Where is A? Here, A and C, right? So what is the value of that one? That is half into WA, right? This one and this one, half into WA, right, into A, right, plus half into WB by 2, this value, right, this value WB by 2, right, bracket close, into B by 2, right? So how we will get next one? That is, it will become like minus A square plus B square by 4 equals to 0. Now A is equal to B by 2. That is the A is equal to B by 2 is the answer for this question, right? Are you getting the point? First of all, you must know the bending moment and shear force diagram, how it will come. Then only you can solve this part, right? This part is important, but if you know this diagram only, then we can solve this one, this type of question. Okay, so 33 answer is the 0.5. Next question, question number 34. A simply supported beam is loaded as shown in figure below. The maximum shear force in the beam will be, the maximum shear force where will get? Can you say where the maximum shear force will get? Again we have to draw. Okay, I will do fast because it taking time. Shear simply supported beam with point load W again another point load, this one is W, this one is 2 times of W, and this one is again W, right? This is C, C, C and C, they are given, right? So how the diagram will come, first of all remember this one, but they are asking which one, maximum shear force, only we will concentrate on shear force, right? Okay, one minute, let me draw the diagram correctly. Okay, at this point what is the value, it is 2 times of W. Okay, next here this is up, this is down, right? 2W minus 1, 2W minus W, that is should be W, 9. Okay, next again 2W, right? It will come like this at the bottom, again it will go like this, because 2W minus and minus W, okay, it will come like this, right? Now what is the value, this is minus, this is 2W and this one also 2W, this is positive value. So maximum shear force, where we are getting maximum shear force, that is 2W. Okay, maximum shear force is 2W, so 2W is the answer for this question. Okay, next, bending moment distribution in the built beam is shown in the figure below. The shear force distribution in the beam is represented by, they are asking the what, shear force distribution, shear force. So bending moment in linear, so shear force distribution is always constant. In previous class, just in previous question only I have told you. Okay, let me tell you, bending moment is linear, if bending moment is linear, what will happen, right? So the shear force distribution is constant, you already know this point, right? So the shear force is equal to V is equal to what, dm by dx, this one you know, where m is what, m is bending moment, m is bending moment. Now positive bending moment is where, positive bending moment, here you can see positive bending moment is maximum, positive bending moment is maximum, where in, at what point, at C point, at this point positive bending moment is maximum, right? At C, positive bending moment at C, and negative bending moment, is maximum, negative bending moment is maximum in which point, that is in the A point and E point, A and E point, that is A and E, A and E. So the option A is the correct answer, right? So the option A is the correct answer for this question, right? You have to remember all the definitions what I am telling you in these classes. Okay, question number 36. The expression of the elastic curve at the free end of cantilever beam of span L, flexural rigidity EI, and subjected to an uniformly distributed load intensity W is, they are asking the deflection of the beam. This question is the deflection of the beam. Remember this one, they are asking that this is the cantilever beam UDL, right, and this is W and this is L. The expression for elastic curve at free end, that is the deflection at the free end. So delta A is equal to what, WL raised to what, 4 divided by 8 EI, right? And the rotation at A, rotation at A point, theta A is equal to what, WL cube by what, 6 EI. You have to remember these formulas, right? So the answer for this question is what, answer for this question is what, that is a C is the answer for this question, W L raised to 4 divided by 8 EI. Okay. Next question. Question number 37. Which of the following beam is likely to have point of contraflexure? Always remember, the point of contraflexure, we call it as that point where bending moment is what? Changes its sign, right? So the bending moment will changes the sign where? In the simply supported and overhanging beam. This is a simply supported beam, right? This is one support and this is another support, and we have a UDL load on this one. How the diagram will appear? Just in previous question only we already drawn, right? It will come like this, right? So this is the point, this is the points, right? A and B are the points of contraflexures, right? A and B. Let me draw the where is the A and B. Okay, this will come like this. Okay, so this is a A point and this is a B point. So A and B are the point of contraflexures. In cantilever beam, no point of contraflexure, you know this one. In a simply supported beam, no point of contraflexure. Okay, remember this important point. So beam with overhanging only, beam with, in cantilever beam also it will not come, in simply supported it will not come, right? Only beam with overhanging it will come. Next question. Question number 38. In a rigid jointed frame, the joint are considered, right? The joint are considered what? Rotate only or not rotate, that 50% members rotate in clockwise and 50% in anti-clockwise. So what is the correct answer for this one, right? First of all, understand, for example, let me draw the diagram. For example, this is rigid joint, or we can say this is a frame, right? So the joint is here, it will like this. So this is rigid joint, rigid joint, rigid joint, right? So that rigid joint, the sway, we can say the angle between two members, right? It will not change, but it will go like this. If we sway like this, right, it will move like this and like this. Okay, so the rigid joint will have a translation and rotation as a whole, means it will rotate complete member or complete beam or slab or column, whatever it may be. So the it will rotate as a whole, that you have to remember. I will write here. Okay, a rigid joint will have, rigid joint will have translation and rotation, as a whole, right? Translation and rotation as a whole. In a rigid joint, what will happen? Angle between two members does not change. Another point, angle between what? Two members, angle between two members, these are very important points, you have to remember. Does not change, why I am writing these all important points, right? If I am writing, then you also write one time in your notes so that you can understand easily. So the answer for this question is to rotate only as a whole. Next question, question number 39. A fixed beam is subjected to a uniformly distributed load over an entire span. Fixed beam, UDL, throughout the span. The joints of contraflexure will occur on either side of the center at a distance of dash from the center, right? Let me see what actually they are telling by drawing the diagram. This is a fixed beam. I can say this is fixed beam because both the ends are fixed, and this is a beam and this is a UDL, uniformly distributed load, and this is a W. Now the diagram will appear like this, and what is the end moment? You know, WL square by 12. This one also WL square by 12 is a end moment, right? How will come? It will come like this. and it will come like this. Okay, done. Now first we have to calculate, or these are all what WL square by 12 is. These are all fixed end moment. I will write here, fixed end moment is what WL square by 12. I have written here now. So the next is you have to draw what? You have to draw the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. Then the picture will be clear. This is a line, right? How it will come? It will come like this. This is a positive value, this is a negative value, right? Now this is what WL by 2, and this one also WL by 2. Okay, so this is SFD, shear force diagram. Now the bending moment how will come? The bending moment will come like this. We can see WL square by 12. Okay, right? So this value is WL square by 12, and this one also WL square by 12. This is negative value, this is also negative, this is positive value. Okay, now what they are asking, this is the actual condition. First we have to remember. Now in the question what they are asking, uniformly distributed over the entire span, the joints of contraflexure will occur on either side of the center at a distance of what? They are asking here this one, right? So they are asking for this one. Now let us consider, this is at the point where, okay, I will take this point to the bottom so that you can understand easily. This is what we can say, this is L by 2, because at the middle point it has converted. This is L by 2, but L by 2 center we have to take. We have to take this one, right? L by 2 center is from here. This is X direction. From here it is X. Okay, and this value, maximum value is what? WL square by 24. Okay, are you getting the point what I am doing? First I have taken the beam, drawn SFD and BMD normally. After that in question what they are asking, I am just taking that point. Let I will write here, let at a distance X from A, X from A, okay, X from A, I will write, this is 1 minute, pen is gone somewhere. This is A point, and this is B point, X distance from A. Now you can understand easily. So the bending moment is what? Bending moment is 0. You can see here bending moment is 0 at this point. Bending moment is 0, but MC at moment at C, moment at A is equal to area under what? SFD between which points? Between A and C. Where is A and C? Where is a point C? Right? That is a point at where we have taken the X value. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, this one. This is a C point. This is a C point. This is a C point. A and C. Right? Now 0 equals minus WL square by 12, right, equals half into, right, moment at C is 0, moment at A is minus WL square by 12, area under SFD between A and C, now taking, right, half into W into L divided by 2 plus W L by 2 minus X, okay, bracket close, right, into X, this is X, this is multiplying. Now when we solve this one, L square by 12 is equal to X by 2, right, WL minus WX, L square, okay, L square is equal to what? 6X WL minus 6wx square. So 6wx square minus 6wlx plus L square equal to 0. Okay, I think okay, paper is very less. Okay, I will adjust here only. Now x value, right? Okay, I will write here. After this, I will write here x value. What is the x value? This is the first part, second part. Now third part I am writing here. Third part. X is equal to 6WL plus I think I am not visible to write here. One minute. Okay. Okay, now it is visible, right? Okay, next part I will write in the next slide. Now x is equal to, okay, I will take the pen one more time. Ink color red. X is equal to, right, 6WL plus or minus, in quadratic equation I am putting 36 times of W square L square minus 24 WL square, okay, divided by how much? 12 times of W. So it equals what? 6 plus or minus 2 of root 3 divided by 12 into L. So 0.211 L. 0.211 L, or another value is 0.789 L. These two values. Now distance of point of contraflexure. Okay, I will write here distance of point of contraflexure. Distance of point from contraflexure from center line. Is equal to plus or minus L divided by 2 root 3, right? So that we can write this one L by 2 minus x, right? So the answer for this question, see, where this is not difficult, but if you solve the equation very fast, so that you get the answer very quickly. So 39 question answer is L by 2 into root 3. Very important question. You have to remember this type of question. Important one. Next question. Question number 40. Today we will complete whole bend moment and shear force class problems. Either it may take 2 hours or also. Shear force diagram of loaded beam shown in the figure below is that of what? What is that one? Right? Either it is an what? Cantilever with uniformly distributed load. Right? So they are asking about what? Right? This is, you can say, this is a shear cantilever beam. This is a cantilever beam with point load, right? With a point load at P. How it will come? It will come like this. This is the shear force diagram, SFD, and BMD will come like this. BMD will come like this, P into L. If in the same way simply supported given with the point load at the center, how it will come? It will come like this, right? And this is SFD and this is BMD. This one, what is the value of this one? PL by 4. This one, PL by 4. This is what? P by 2. This is what? P by 2. If simply supported with UDL, if they given simply supported with UDL if they given, how the diagram will come? It will come like this. This is a shear force, positive value, negative value. What is the value of this one? Right, WL by 2, WL by 2, and bending moment diagram will come like this, and this one is WL square by how much? This is WL square by 8. At this point these are 0. SFD, BMD, SFD, BMD. If you have any doubt now, right? So this is a, okay, 1 minute, pen is gone. First form, second one, third possibility. Is there any possibility? That is the same, that is if cantilever with the UDL, it will come like this. Okay, positive shear force, SFD. So what is the value? W into L. This one W into L. And how the bending moment diagram will come? Bending moment diagram will come like this, right? The curve portion. WL square by what? How much? 2. WL square by 2. This is what? Bending moment diagram. I think you got all the different conditions. Okay, let me draw so that you can understand easily. Now you understood everything. This is the two cantilevers simply supported with two different conditions. Okay, now all the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram you have to remember. So what is the question? The answer for this question 40, that is a cantilever with uniformly distributed load. Next, question number 41. The maximum bending moment for a simply supported beam with uniformly distributed load W per unit length is what? Right? Just now only in the previous question we have discussed maximum bending moment where? Simply supported beam with uniformly distributed load. That is a what? WL square by 8. Okay, that is a WL square by 8. Next, question number 42. What is the question? Can anyone answer? Point of contraflexure is a point where? What is the point of contraflexure? In previous question only I have already discussed with you, right? A point of contraflexure is a point where bending moment is what? Bending moment changes its sign. So bending moment is minimum, maximum, changes its sign. Bending moment changes its sign. Next question, question number 43. A simply supported beam which carries a uniformly distributed load has two equal overhangings. To have a maximum bending moment produced in the beam least possible, the ratio of the length of overhang to the total length of the beam is what? Right? Again there is another question with what? Same in the previous question what we have done already. Okay, let me see how the answer will come. For this one already we have drawn in the previous okay, let me show you what is the question type. Okay, 1 minute. Yes, this one. This is a fixed beam, but here again they have asked about the which one? Simply supported beam, right? Only they replace with the fixed beam with the what? Simply supported. Let me see what actually we can do for this type of question. 1 minute. Okay, yes, simply supported beam. This is a beam support, okay, and this is the overhanging portion with UDL. Go always slow when you are learning, right? Slow ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಲರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ. ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಬೇಡ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಹೋಗೋಣ. This is a A point, right? This is a B point, right? And this is at the middle another point, we can say imaginary point, and this is C point, and this is D point. Okay, take all these lines like a bottom so that we can draw the diagram easily. How the diagram will come? We will do fast now. right? The diagram will come like this. Okay, right, and like this. So what is the value of this one? This is a point, this is negative, and this is positive, and this is WL by 2, and this one also WL by 2, and this is the WL1. This is L1. This one also L1, and this is a total distance L. Right? Are you getting? WL1. Now this is SFD. Okay, I will write here SFD. Now how the bending moment diagram will come? If it is wrong, please correct me. Okay, it will come like this. So this is the value where minus WL square by 12, right? And this is negative value, and this is positive value, and again this is negative value, minus WL square by 12, and this is what? Bending moment diagram. Okay, now same equation what we have done in the previous question, moment at E and moment at B. Why you are taking now moment at B and moment at B? So they are asking the bending moment produced in the beam least possible, the ratio of length of overhanging to the total length of the beam they are asking. Overhanging portion and total length they are asking. So that's why we are taking ME minus MB is equal to area under SFD, where between B and E, between B and E, where is B? Yes, B and E point. Where is E point? This is a E point, I think. Yeah, this one, E point. Right? Now, ME equals, ME minus WL square by 12 equals half into WL by 2 into L by 2 is equal to how much? This is WL square by 8. Now ME is equal to WL square by 8 minus of WL1 square by 2. Okay. Now for maximum bending moment, let me write in the next slide. For maximum bending moment, to be least possible, right? What is the least possible value? That is MB is equal to ME. So WL1 square divided by 2 is equal to WL square by 8 minus of WL1 square by what? 2. So WL1 square is equal to WL square by 8, right? So the L1 and capital L is equal to 1 divided by what? 2 root 2. So the L is equal to how much? Is equal to 2 root 2 times of L1. This is about the L now we got. So now next portion, L1 divided by L plus 2 times of L1 equals to L1 divided by 2 times of root 2 times of L1 plus 2 times of L1, right? So the answer 1 divided by 2 root 2 plus 2, right? That is 0.207. 7 is the answer for this question. Okay, 0.207. Yes, A is the answer for this question. See how much we have to take. If you are perfect, you will do it in within 2 to 3 minutes. Right? If you are perfect and you know the diagrams, you know the equations how to take. If you solve this type of question, if it appears in the exam, remember this type of questions. It will appear in AE level. Definitely it will appear. Right? Next question. Question number 44. Right, question number 44. A simply supported beam carries a uniformly load from 0 at one end and W at other end. If the length of the beam is A and the shear force will 0 at distance x from least loaded point where x is what? Right, let's start again with this problem. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, this is another support. We can say this is okay, this is support, and here also another support. So this is UVL, this is W, right? This is W, and this is the A distance they have given. Okay, and what actually they are asking, the shear force will be 0 at a distance x from the least loaded point. So first of all we have to draw the diagram so we can understand where is the 0 value. Here what is the value? Here it will come like this, right? It will come like this one. So this is WA by 3 and this is WA by 6, WA by 6, WA by 3. Okay, and x distance from here you have to take x distance. So this is a positive value. Okay, 1 minute, let me read the question. Yes, this is a positive value, this is a negative value. Okay, now movement. Okay, what they are asking, movement at let me write here, movement at B is equal to 0. Movement at B is equal to 0. What is the point B? This is A point and this is B point. Movement at 0. Now half into AW, right, into A by 3 minus RA into A equal to 0. Now RA equals half into AW, okay, into 1 by 3, that is equals to WA by 6, WA by 6. Now RB is equal to what? RB is equal to WA by 3, right? WA by 3 is the RB value. Now distance x from A, let a distance x from A point, from A, where shear force is what? Shear force is 0, right? So the VC minus VA is equal to what? Area under which 2 points? Loading diagram, area under loading diagram between A and C. Area under loading diagram, where that is from the A and C. Okay, A and C. Now 0 minus WA by 6, this is the value of VA, is equal to half into x into WX by A, right? So the x is equal to A divided by root 3, A by root 3. So this is the answer for this question. Okay, So the A divided by root 3. So answer for this question is what? C is the answer for this question. C is the answer for this question. Let me see next question. Question number 45. Okay, only let me see how many of question, and I think 1 2 3 3 to 4 questions we have left. We will complete that one today only. Simply supported beam carries a varying load from 0 to one end and W at other end. If the length of the beam is A, the maximum bend moment will be, right? All of you draw please, right? I will take the water for 1 minute. Kindly all of you draw the diagram so that we can understand this one. Okay. So what is the question? Simply supported beam carries a varying load. Carries a varying load. Okay, I will draw now. Let me see what they are telling. Varying load, this one, this is support, this is also support, this is A point, and this is B point, and this is W, and this is a distance they are telling. Okay, so what actually they are asking, right? If the length of beam is A, the maximum bending moment will be, they are asking the maximum bending moment. Okay, let's start with simple step. Step 1, I will write in detail, right? Find first reaction from summation of Fy is equal to 0, Ra plus Rb, Ra plus Rb is equal to what? Half into W into A. Area of loading diagram what? Half into WA. Now from summation of M at A is equal to what? 0. Half into, let me write from here, half into W into A, right, into 2 by 3 A minus of RB into A, equals to 0. Okay, so what is the value? RB equals to WA by 3 and RA is equal to WA by 6. RA is equal to WA by 6. Now this is the first step, right? Not first step, we can say this is a step 1. We have still bending moment at any section is given by what? So the bending moment at any section, given by which one? How you can write? Mx, x means at any point, that is Ra into or Rax minus of half into W into A, half W by A. 1 minute. W by A into X, right, into X by 3, right? This is X and this is multiplying, right? So the answer is W into A into 6, A by 6 into minus of, this is X. There is an confusion between multiply and X. Okay, W by 6a x cube, right? For maximum bending moment now, for max bending moment, for maximum bending moment, what is the bending moment, maximum bending moment? That is at the point x by mx is equal to 0. Mx by x is equal to what? Wa by 6, right? Minus of W by 6a into 3x square equal to what? 0. Now x is equal to a divided by root 3. So this one you have to remember. Now we got the x value. Okay, now we got the x value. At x a by root 3, maximum bending moment will occur. Where maximum bending moment will occur, right? So I will write here m max is equal to wa by 6 into a by 3, sorry, a root 3 minus of wa cube divided by 6a into 3 into root 3, right? So the maximum value is equals to what? Wa square divided by 9 root 3. Okay, so the maximum value is wa square by 9 root 3. Now wa square by 9 root 3. So this one is the answer for this question, D only. So you have to remember the lengthy process, right? If this is a 2 marks question, I think, if they ask, right, 2 marks question, but these are simple. If you understand and if you remember, if you solved already this type of question in practice, then it may be easy for you calculation, right? So calculator is not required for this type of question, you can do easily. Next question, question number 46. To ensure that the hogging bending moment at 2 points of suspension of a pile of length L equals the sagging moment at its center, the distance of the points of suspension from the either end is what? Right? So the distance from the either end is what? Right? Have you understood this question? Or can I draw the shear force or bend? If you want, you can take the shear force and bending moment diagram also. It will come like this. Okay, let me show you. Right, it will come like this. Here, this is what value? The C point A by root 3, this value. So this is SFD, right? SFD, and this is the minus value WA by 3. If you draw the bending moment diagram, how it will come? It will come like this. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, it will come like this, and this at the point C, this value is what? WA square by what? 9 root 3, right? This is a bending moment diagram of what we have done, this solution of previous question. Okay, have you understood this one? Now next question, because this is also important. At the end we have to remember the what is SFD, where we have calculated the values and where we have to put that value. Now, right, what is the question? Again, see, because lot of questions today, right? Okay, I will draw now the diagram. Okay, this one, two supports with the overhanging portion, again overhanging portion, okay, and what actually they are asking, the distance of the points of suspension from either end is what, right? The distance of the either end. So let me draw the first diagram, how it becomes. I think you know already. It will come like this, right? So these are all negative value, this is a positive value, okay, and this is a bending moment diagram what I have drawn, BMD, right? This is A, this one also A, this is the total length. Now to ensure the hugging bend moment, what, at 2 points suspension of the pile of the length equals to the sagging moment at that center point, we can say. Okay, so let me write what I have told you now. To ensure the hugging bending moment at 2 points, this one and this one, 2 points of suspension, 2 points of suspension, okay, of a pile of length equals what, the sagging moment at its center, Now A equals to what, L minus 2A divided by 2 root 2, okay. So A is equal to L divided by 2 plus 2 root 2. I think we have solved already this question, that is the 0.207 L. This one we have already solved. I think this is a repeated question, right? Same question they have repeated. Okay, next question, question number 47. The general expression for bending moment of the length L is M is equal to WL by 2 to X minus WX square by 2. Then the beam carries, right? What actually the beam carries? Uniformly distributed load W per unit length. Let me prove how it will come. Okay, let me prove how it will come. First of all, they have given this diagram, okay, 1 minute. So this is one support and this is another support. This is UDL, simply supported. I think they have given general expression, okay, they have not mentioned anything, right? So this one, this is L, okay. So the support reaction, what is the support reaction? First calculate support reaction. What is the support reaction? RA plus RB is equal to W into L. This is W into L, right? So the next one, WL square by 2 minus RB into L is equal to what? 0. So moment at A, this point we have taken 0, and here at Fy we have taken 0 moment, okay. Summation we can say. So RB is equal to what? RB is equal to WL by 2 and RA is equal to what? WL by 2. So these are the first two values we have calculated. Now expression for the bending moment. This is first point. Next is bending moment. Bending moment, we have already drawn the diagram here, we can see. Okay, so the M is equal to WL by 2 into X, means if you taken any point from here, this is X point, WL by 2 into X minus of WX square by 2. So the V is equal to what? WL by 2 minus of WX, right? So the shear force diagram will come like this. This is the positive value, this is the negative value. WL by 2, WL by 2. Bending moment diagram, this is what? WL square by 8. this is L by 2 and this one is L by 2. This is BMD. Okay, now they are asking about what? Now at x we have to calculate. X means at the WL by x, right? So bending moment at x point, bending moment at x is equal to what? That is a W into L into x divided by 6 minus of Wx cube divided by 6L. Okay, so this is the equation you have to remember. Now bending moment at, okay, I will draw one more time so that you can understand this one and this one, right? So this is at the W, we have converted the UDL into point load. This is a 1 section if you taken like this, and this is a second section if you taken, and this is from the x distance, and this is where, and this one also is a x distance. Right, now bending moment M11, we can say this is 11, this is 22. M11 is what? Wx by 2. Now bending moment at M22, what is the value? W into L minus x by 2. Okay, so L minus x by 2. Now coming to the question, they have told that WL(x) by 2 into Wx square by 2. So we have done the answer, that is uniformly distributed load. How it will come? You can see the proof of this one. Okay, right? So I think yes, last question. I think this is the last question of this video. Moment at hinge will be, sir, moment at hinge, what we can say? Moment at hinge is always what? It is always 0. Moment at hinge is always 0, because at pin or hinge, okay, I will write, okay, next in here, at pin or hinge, at pin or hinge, support gives only two reactions, one against vertical movement and another against the horizontal movement, Ry or Ix. So what will happen? So that is a it will not resist any type of the angular rotation at the beam at the hinge. So the moment in the hinge is 0. So moment in hinge is 0. Moment in hinge is 0, right? 0. So is there any different types or classification of supports? I will write here. There are free support, right? So these are the types of support. Free support. Second one, hinged or pin support. Hinged or pin support. Third one, built in or fixed support. Fourth one, link support or slider support, where the free support is used, that is simple support on which all the beam rest freely, that is a free support. And hinge or pin, you know. And built in means what? Or fixed, where the restrain complete movement of the beam both in the position as well as in the direction, right? So there is a three relevant reactions, you know, right? That is Rx, Ry and movement at Z direction, this one. Okay, link support means it gives reaction where acts in the direction of the cable or the link. This is about the cable and the link. So slider support is where two unknown reactions given by the under support or a force of a movement. Okay friends, thanks for watching this video. If you have visited or if you have seen all the this video up to here, means you have a lot of patience. Okay, so you require patience to watch my videos, right? So thanks for watching. please subscribe our channel, right? And please like, comment and share this video to get more videos in the future also. And I will uploading next class on what, RCC. So this we have completed the bending moment and shear force topic on. If they ask any type of question on bending moment, shear force, you can answer by solving these problems. You can easily understand all those things. Okay, thank you and all. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you and all. Have a nice day.